It is currently the 23rd of October, 10 a.m. Wow, okay, we're up to lesson 436. I used to often dream of that, girl next door moving into my street, that, girl rocking up and joining my swim club, the hope that, a cute girl gets invited to the Bible study group. Basically just, hope that my crush just shows up randomly to any of the activities I do. Where each week, I show up like, this could be a week where that girl shows up. Then I realize that I've become that guy. I'm the new guy that joined the Bible study. I'm the new guy that joined the church. I'm the new guy that joined the run club. I'm the new guy that was invited along to the group that went to that festival event. Now I'm that family friend of the birthday girl that all her friends haven't met. I'm that guy. I've become what I've always wished for from the other side. It's pretty interesting. Now, thinking back, let's say this girl showed up. Even if she did show up, I don't think I would like she'd make me feel seen. She'd be my crush, but I think I'd have no chance. I'd have no shot. You have to become that guy to have a chance with that girl. And it's pretty cool that I've become that guy. And I guess the grass isn't green on the other side because being that guy is quite lonely. You're making everyone else feel seen. No one really knows who you are deeply, and it's quite lonely. But this was, yeah, quite an interesting realization. Like I never thought of it that way, and I never realized that I've become that guy. You feel it, you get invited to things and you show up and the energy's there. You're like that new guy that showed up. Like, who's this guy that showed up? I feel it. Lesson 437. To be the more desirable person, you cannot be inducing jealousy. Downplay and avoid trying to do anything that would make that person feel jealous in any way. And if you're the more desirable person, you'll have jealousy causing acts induced on you. So they've done this study where if you have a couple, usually the person that is less desirable is more jealous. As a jealous person, you'll try overcompensate by, if you're in a relationship, talking to people of the other sex at a party, trying to cause and make your partner jealous. Whereas the more desirable person doesn't do that. If you want to be the more desirable person, downplay things, don't talk about things, like don't try to induce jealousy because by definition, by stats, that's what makes you the more desirable person, or that's what usually the more desirable person does. The jealous person's always trying to, like, for example, let's say in a friendship scenario, the jealous person is always trying to talk about what they have going on, their busy schedule. And that's usually the less desirable person. Whereas a busy person is like busy without telling, like he doesn't need to let everyone know that he's busy. He doesn't have to let everyone know what he's doing. Lesson 438. Don't go to that catch-up dinner for the friend that you're catching up with. Go for that nice drive. Go for the reason that it's getting you out of the house. Go for the nice vibe of the restaurant. Go for the delicious food that's served. Go for the fact that you can meet new people, waiters, etc. Go for that night cold breeze walk through the city. And if your friends are cool and you have good conversation and they make you feel seen, that's just a bonus. By taking this approach, 9 out of 10 times this ends up being the case, ironically. Like the reason I do these run clubs is the nice morning drive, the ability to reset my week, pump day, the ability to do these, the ability to push myself. And if I meet people, if my friends are high energy, um, that's a bonus. And if you go into this with that mindset, usually somehow you attract the good conversation and the high vibes that you're looking for. Whereas if you go into it looking for that, usually you don't get that. And I think people can sense it. When you're looking for, when you expect someone to do something, you usually don't get it. Uh, Lesson 439. When people are constantly letting you down, but they still invite you to things, only say yes to the things that you'll get value from that is detached from needing them to meet a certain standard. Example, say yes to the marathon run that you'll do together, and only say yes because you wanted to do that marathon. Therefore, if they flake, they show up late, they change the times, they bring other randoms, it's fine because you're only there for the marathon run anyways. So with people that let you down, only say yes if them letting you down again would still lead to a favorable outcome. Let's say I do a dinner catch up with a friend. There's a good chance he promised to bring someone along and that person does not end up being coming along. If I planned it in a way where I'm bringing a friend, worst case scenario, I get to catch up with my other friend, which I know I enjoy for sure. And maybe the catch up with the friend is also fun. Lesson 440. I'll completely adapt, bend, and go with other people's preferences and schedule. But only the people that can reciprocate this will enter my inner circle. I haven't found it yet, but when I think now that I know that that's what I'm looking for, it's gonna stick out like a sore thumb when I meet someone that is adaptable, down, able to do things last minute, not always busy. I'm gonna be like, huh, that's a rare trait. And I'll be able to like put them into my inner circle. Lesson 441. The less involved person is generally more desirable. This is another stat I got from, I think it's a book about jealousy by Dr. David Buss. Yeah, usually in a relationship, the person that is more desirable is less involved in the relationship. Obviously, my soulmate, I think I want an equal amount of involvedness and an equal amount of desirability and have it sort of fairly matched. But in most relationships, I think what I'm trying to do is I've been trying to be less involved. Give soft invites, no pressure invites. Don't really reach out because, yeah, focus on myself. Things come my way, check my schedule, see if I can make it. If I can say yes, not asking to be invited to things, just like really practicing a lot of self-love so that I can be less involved. Lesson 442. Jesus didn't have any friends. And it makes sense. No one could relate to him. No one could match what he offered. He was a lone wolf. He had his sort of disciples, but they weren't his friends. But yet he was happy. Yet he was content. Yet he was at peace. Yet he moved through life with grace. That's what I need to learn to do. Testing. Lesson 443. Have layers to your true emotions and have people dig to get to the truth so that only those who really want to hear about it will get it. Only those who really want to hear about how you feel will will be able to get the answer. And people that really want to know how your week went will get to know how your week actually went. Give surface level air answers. If people are curious, they'll dig. If not, keep it to yourself and learn to bask in keeping your life to yourself. Have maybe outlets like this, maybe that allow you to to share. Because I feel like as humans, we need and want to share things that are going on in our life, but it's worse to share when people aren't interested. Yeah. And I've also learned that if I sort of just match them at where they're at and I go, I be silent, it forces them to be curious and I'll match their level of curiosity. I'll add an extra 10%. And yeah, lesson 444, angel number. Oh, this is perfect. People often ask me, what do you believe in? What is your religion? Like, what are you? And it's hard to answer that question. One answer I wrote down is, no, I just believe in trying to be the best human I possibly can be. Because being the best human means, trying to be as kind as possible, as giving as possible, as caring as possible, as healthy as possible, um, as smart as possible. Like I'm just trying to be the best human I possibly can be. Lesson 445. I find I'm more impressed by men who are self-made. Men who flaunt their like family's wealth or their father's wealth. To me, and I possibly to girls, like it's not that attractive. On the contrary, I find women who are kind and humble despite coming from wealth, I find that very attractive. Whereas women who have something to prove, have responsibilities to maintain, have weight on their shoulders, they're working really hard, um, aren't that attractive to me. And I also feel like Guys, I have a feeling guys also don't find that attractive. But yeah, it's quite interesting how I find that it's the opposite. Like what I find attractive in males, I don't find attractive in females. What I find attractive in females, I don't find attractive in males. Um, I guess it makes sense because we're different genders. I have a feeling that this is quite universal. For example, like I feel like a guy really isn't impressing a girl if he's showing off his dad's boat. And I feel like a girl really isn't impressing a guy when she talks about the long hours she works, when she talks about how she climbs the corporate ladder, or she talks about how she has to like she's a breadwinner and she has to look after her grandparents. I feel like that's not attractive to a guy when a girl says that. But if a guy's self-made, achieved things on his own, came from nothing, I feel like that's seen as very manly to girls. A girl who's that, on the other hand, a girl who's kind, bubbly, happy, without worries, has this grace to her. Um, she's looking to be looked after. That's what she wants. She wants to be cared for. That's seen as very cute and adorable to guys. That's the yep. Lesson 446. Hardships and adversity is what I need from friends. Girlfriends, guy friends, the ones with that's gone through adversity and hardships, those are the ones I want as friends because they're the ones that can step up when I need them to. But I want a partner who doesn't have that weight on her shoulders. I need a partner that can move through life with grace, without worry, because that'll balance out my worry and my grit. Grace and grit. That's what it is. Grace and grit. Grace is for the girls, grit is for the guys. Lesson 447. People see my adaptability and versatility. Hence, they know I'm strong enough to adapt to their preferences, to their plans, to their reschedules, to their inviting random people. They know I'll be able to fit in any scenario. That's sort of why people would like hanging out with me, and that's why people invite me to things. That's the reframe I need to look at rather than being annoyed how like this person doesn't respect me, is always changing plans, always inviting random people along. I should reframe that to like the reason why they change plans, invite me to things in the first place, invite extra random people is they know that I'll be able to handle my own, adapt with the scenario, talk to anyone, and not be shy. That's what they're trying to say. When they're inviting me to things and changing plans and inviting extra randoms, they're trying to say, "Hey, Andy, I know that if I whatever whoever I bring along, whatever plan I change, that you'll be able to adapt. That you're sort of a rock." Lesson 448. If you want to live an extraordinary life, if you want to live an extraordinary life, 9 out of 10 things will not work as you want it to. Feel and get comfortable with that constant rejection in life. Yeah, a person that lives an extraordinary life shoots more shots than everyone else. They probably have the same or similar hit rate, but they have a way higher amount of volume. So if I want to live an extraordinary life, things are just not going to work out. I'm going to get a ton of rejections, and I need to get comfortable with that. Now I'm thinking like, it's weird, like how come like a lot of my friends their volume is low, maybe they'll only organize something for their birthday or their 25th or their 30th. But I guess they have a decent hit rate for those things as well. Oh no, I think they probably do get rejections. People are busy sometimes. But thinking about it, if they had my set of friends, they'll probably have the exact same hit rate as me, but I'd be just like having a much higher volume. And as a result, more cool things would happen. So I need to keep accepting the rejection, get comfortable in it, get used to it. Yeah, lesson 449. Flow like water. While constantly finding faster routes down the mountains into your destination, 9 out of 10 times the detours would lead to a dead end. But be like water and just gracefully flow back to the main route and keep going. Keep going on those detours. Keep trying to find those faster routes, but at the same time, gracefully turn back 9 out of 10 times back to the main route when you hit that dead end. Move like water, move with grace. Don't take the rejections personally, but keep searching and keep asking, keep looking, keep putting yourself out there, despite knowing that 9 out of 10 times, knowing 9 out of 10 times, you're going to hit a dead end and getting comfortable with that and gracefully flow back and gracefully don't take it personally. Lesson 450. Since most people are focused on me, what's easier for me, what does me want to do, it makes it so that when you meet someone who's focused on you, focused on other people other than themselves, that they'll stick out like a sore thumb. So it's actually a good thing that, I'm surrounded by people and most people in general are so self-centered, are so me focused that it will make my search easier. But when I do meet someone that is not me focused, not I focused, that is curious about other people, that wants to dig into other people's lives. Yeah. So see it's a good thing that everyone's so self-centered because if they're setting the bar low so that when I do meet that person that is very caring, like like has moves with grace, this sort of self-confidence and like in order to really care for others and make others people feel seen, you have to have a strong foundation in yourself. And I think that's what's also been holding me back from attracting that person, that one. I haven't yet fully gotten to the place of self-confidence, self-contentness, self-happiness. I think that's what I really need to work on. Be happy with myself, not needing to be seen, not needing people to ask about what I've been going on, not needing people to dig into my life, and not needing for people to care for me. So I think I'm getting close. I'm getting better. That matching of others people's energy, that's the first step because now I'm just giving what I receive. And that's what Jesus does. Jesus wasn't healing everybody. He was only healing that those who came to him and asked for his help. So yeah, peace.